Hey fools, how you doing? Strapped in and ready for a ride. 'Cause we're going to the motherland. No Russell Peters fans, not England, India. A few years ago I went to the motherland and let me tell you, it was quite an experience. How much of an experience? Well, picture this. I was on the airplane and of course my dad had to pick Air India. And just so you know, everything that you've heard about Air India is true. It's the worst mother-flipping airline on the face of the earth. But that wasn't the best part. Once I got past the ridiculous flight, I stepped out of the airplane into a smell that I can only describe as Bombay. If you've been there, I'm sure you've smelled it too. I have a feeling that even if they doused the place with napalm, abandoned it for 1,000 years, except for a little plane that rode by and dropped cologne every 5 minutes, it would still smell like crap. Now after that smell entered my nose, the first thing that I noticed was the security guards. They're just standing there at the door looking spiffy like any other security guard, except for one thing. Let's see, what was that? Oh yeah, they're walking around with AK-47s. What the hell are they gonna do with that? Some dude steals a bag of sour cream, aka American flavored potato chips, and you're gonna gun him down? Come on India, your police walk around with sticks. I think you can cut down the security just a little bit. Now the next thing that threw me off was the toilets, or in that case, a lack thereof. Nobody in my family took the time to tell me that they don't have proper toilets. Not only that, there's a little nozzle in a little cup full of water. Now what the hell is that for? At this point I figured that I'd rather go on the side of the road than squat down right there and take a crap. Yes! From that point, I proceeded to get into an old Ambassador, which I can only imagine is from the 1940s. I brought with me 83 suitcases and about 234 members of my family. Finally, we arrive at my uncle's apartment. We all pass out because of the jet lag. My legs are swollen. It's about 85 degrees even though it's in the middle of winter. There's like a half-broken fan above us to keep us cool, which would be alright. We don't have electricity like 12 hours out of the day. No AC, no electricity.
Sucks to suck.
And then, in the middle of my slumber, I look up at the wall and contemplate life, and what do I see? Goddamn lizards. Goddamn lizards. Running up and down the walls. And I was just sitting there in amazement. It's sort of like the first time you see a Rajinikanth. You're just sitting there, basking in his glory. Rajinikanth. And there I was, just laying there in the middle of the night, staring at lizards, as millions upon trillions of ants ate at my flesh. And that was the first day. On the second day of my trip, I experienced a beautiful ride on an Indian bus. Now for those of you who have never been on an Indian bus, let me draw you a picture. This big ass bus with colors and lights and crap. About 100 people on that bus, all of which forgot to use deodorant. Kids yelling, conductors hanging off the side for no apparent reason. About 50 people riding on the rooftop as the air brakes screeched to a halt. Flippin' awesome. India is a land where a totally modernized economy is coming out of 400 years of colonization, giving birth to some of the most important civilizations in human history. Countless languages, religions, ethnicities all rolled up into one. It's totally chaotic and loud, but it's considered one of the most peaceful places in the world. India is probably one of the only countries that can make you love it and despise it in the same breath. If you ever get a chance to go to India, it may be the single most defining moment in your life. I can say for sure it's been mine. But seriously, white people, bring your own toilet paper, you're gonna need it. Take a crap.